Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. I, Mike Lane, here with Pat McAfee and with Wade Barrett. And today on Monday Night Raw, we're going to talk about, what we saw yesterday on Power and Mike. Yesterday on Power and Mike, Cody Rhodes was against Asuka and asked Asuka if she was going to have Kairi Singh or someone else help her beat him in the match. And Asuka ran off after Rhea Ripley and Haru Asada and Io Shirai went against her for what she did on last week's NXT. Well, first off, Pat McAfee says Asuka is a full heel now. She's bullying folks. She's making Kairi Singh believe that she's nothing more than a troll and has to do everything that Asuka tells her, even if it's right or wrong. And that's kind of sad. Well, Wade Barrett says Asuka knows right. I mean, what? Asuka had a long unbeaten streak both in WWE and in the TWF. So she must be doing something right. Yeah, but Wade, that don't give her a right to do all the shit she's been doing because she went unbeaten from 25th between YL till 28th between FYL and WWE, and 26th between FYL until 28th between FYL and the TWF. Well, that need be all true, Mike Lane said. Don't give Asuka the right to do that due to having those reckonings or not. And now we do know that most likely Asuka can't lay her hands on Cody Rhodes before the match. Before they have their match. But sadly, it doesn't seem to go, for anyone else. Well, and here comes Xander Harris now. Well, alright, I can't stand up in the ring. But I'm going to tell you right now, I think that I could win the TWF 24/7 winnings, and I think I could win that from Xia Li. So Xia Li, you're looking for a dare? Well, here I am. Here's your dare. And I'll win the TWF 24/7 winnings, and I'll win that away from you. And I don't think there's anything that you can do, to stop that, from happening. So, if you're not being Seth Rollins' body keeper, you can come out here and put your strap on row. And here comes Paulie dangerously now, Mike Lane says, along with Xia Li. Ladies and lords, my name is Paul E. Dangerously. And let me tell you, Xander Harris, you have made a mistake in my mind. You see, Xia Li here can kick many a man or woman's head off, and she has done it many times. So you think that you can beat her? Don't make me laugh. You are just going to get beat like everyone else. And nothing against you for being a sideshow toy doll, but there's no way that you can beat Xia Li. But hey, if you feel like you got a death wish, then by all means don't let me stop you. You think that I don't got it. You think I don't got a snowball luck in hell of beating Xia Li. Well, here you go. Let's just show it. Wham, ding, And Xander Harris just knocked down Xia Li. And he thinks he's going to win the TWF 24/7 winnings, Mike Lane says. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Well, Xander Harris should have hit harder. You know, he should have been watching what I did when I was wrestling, Pat McAfee says. Oh, and Xia Li just knocked down Xander Harris. Alexander Harris. Oh, he's down. That's it. Xia Li is not playing around with him. Sadly, Pat McAfee says. Well, he should have known what he was getting into, Wade Barrett says. He may have been the ha-ha funny man in Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer, but right now he's a man getting beat up, Wade Barrett says. And Xia Li should know his 24/7 oversight is on, and that she could sadly be fighting someone else besides Xander Harris. It's over. Xia Li's going to beat him. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Xia Li. And now Xia Li has still kept the TWF 24/7 winnings. And she mostly has to get out of Dodge. Get out of here, Mike Lane said. Someone might come after her. Like what? Who's going to be dumb enough to come after her, Mike? Who's going to be dumb enough to take them up on the oversight, Wade Barrett says. I don't know. Many other men or women might do it, Pat McAfee says. Hell, I might do it myself. It's Samoas. Oh, Xia Li just took out Samoas too, who wanted to go after take Xia Li up on the TWF 24/7 winnings oversight. Pat McAfee says, yeah, Samoas came in and got knocked down by Xia Li. And on both Xia Li, now Samoas and Alexander Harris, or Xander Harris for short, you know, he had nothing to be ashamed of. And neither had Samoas. They knew what they were getting into when they got in the ring with Xia Li, Mike Lane says. Yeah, they may have done, Wade Barrett said. Samoas, he should have been a little more wiser not to do it. Xander Harris didn't have a thought in his head. So what forgiveness can you give to Xander Harris and Samoas? I would say you can't really give too much forgiveness for them. Neither of them aren't really that known for thinking before they do. You know. Well, that's a sad thing to say, Mike Lane says. But now we're going to take it. But now we're going to take it away now to Gorilla Monsoon. That's a sad way of thinking of it, Wade Barrett. We're going to take it away to Gorilla Monsoon, who can't stand up now for other grounds. Thank you, Mike Lane. I'm going to be talking with Xander Harris here today on Monday Night Raw, or Moon Night Raw. How, All right, Xander Harris. I understand that it didn't quite go your way out there. You aren't going to give up, are you? No, I'm not, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm not going to give up until I become the TWF 24/7 fighter. And everyone can laugh at me and say, it's Alexander Harris. It's Xander Harris, the one who made everyone laugh. And Buffy the Bloodsucker Slayer, 9 between 97 while till 2003 while. Yeah, but I could be earnest too. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit. But hey, I know that I can beat Xia Li and become the TWF 24/7 fighter. Well, you were off to a good start out there, but then what happened? Whatever upper hand you had on Xia Li, how did you lose it? I don't know how I lost it, Gorilla Monsoon, but somehow, some way I did. But I know if I get an upper hand, I know I'll keep it. Well, we look forward to you getting the upper hand and beating Xia Li for the TWF 24/7 winnings. Well, thank you. Well, that is my talk with Xander Harris. Back to you, Mike Lane. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon, for talking with Xander Harris. here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. In there, you know, and that's all the time we got here today. I, Mike Lane, with Pat McAfee and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Moon Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.